Digital libraries are seen as a hope to developing countries in their struggle for accessing bibliographic resources, especially in the context where traditional distribution mechanisms fail. Our next presenter is May, who is the head of IT at K12 Foundation in Myanmar. May would love to answer any questions that you may have for her. So feel free to put them under the questions tab in the live discussions button. Without further ado, I would now like to pass my time to May. Over to you, May.
Hi everyone, I'm EduTECH Asia from K12 Foundation, Myanmar. Today, I'm very pleased to presenting on promising of digital library in developing country to the EduTECH Asia 2020. The internet has transformed access to education. Open and high-quality educational content is freely available to learners worldwide. There is a world of educational websites delivering course materials, learning and teacher resources, simulations, and virtual learning environments. The internet is so much part of our everyday lives that it is easy to forget that over half of the world's population don't have access to it. We work in Myanmar, one of the most challenging countries in the world, in terms of the lack of technology and low levels of infrastructure. It is hard to roll out mobile wireless in a place like this. Moreover, we have electricity problem. Internet access, internet service is still unaffordable, and that means offline learners cannot access the world of educational opportunities available on the web. Offline learners are therefore at huge disadvantage and fall even more behind, widening the education gap. At the K12 Foundation, we've developed a solution to this problem, which is called My Library. My Library is a portable capsule which stores educational websites and other e-learning content and then makes them available anywhere, even in places with no internet or electricity. My library device creates a local Wi-Fi signal which broadcasts a digital library that can be accessed using low-cost tablets or mobile phones. To date, we've set up digital libraries at 60 locations. This is my library. It is tough, designed to withstand Myanmar's tropical climate. It is affordable, meaning that we can scale it up, and it's compact, making it more portable. It's also highly capable. It's powered by internal battery, lasting a whole school day, and contains a terabyte of educational content. We can store various types of content types in the library. My library has the open educational resources, open access contents, and we customize these contents to my library. It is not just the digital library, it has a VLE features, virtual learning environment. We use Moodle and also Calibri. It's the huge variety of carefully selected content that makes my library such a great learning tool. Each capsule contains thousands of educational resources for all levels, as well as resources for educators and teachers and librarians. It contains textbooks, papers, videos, audios, quizzes, and even interactive simulations and virtual labs. To develop the content and adapt it for offline use, we've partnered with a range of content creators. We also include teachers' training materials designed to promote child-centered learning in primary and secondary education. Myanmar has dozens of minority languages, and younger students often don't speak Burmese. So we work with local publishers to find storybooks in local languages. License and permissions are obtained for all contents we include. We are adding COVID-19 information so people living in places with no internet or phone signal have access to reliable, trusted guidance on preventing and managing outbreaks in their communities. This is in addition to other health resources we have in the libraries that have been specifically tailored to refugee camps, such as sanitation and first aid. We've set up digital libraries at around 30 universities all across the country. Included in these sites are around 2,000 courses from MIT. Videos, lecture notes, reading, quizzes, and exams with solutions. We added resources to help people learn English with the kind permission of British Council, and lots of practical vocational training materials from village healthcare and agriculture to digital skills for the 21st century workplace. MIT, who in this fantastic gesture make all their courses available as open educational content, recently blogged about us and what we are doing with their resources in Myanmar. With their Mirror Site program, they actually adapt their content for offline learning for us, pack it onto a hard drive, and post it to us. Then we do the last leg delivery to places with no internet. They said we are changing the educational landscape in Myanmar. What we do in terms of delivering education to interconnected communities works brilliantly, and similar sneaker net initiatives have been springing up elsewhere in the world, Guatemala, Kenya, and Tanzania. While possible, coordinates this global community. So we can now share the work of identifying great content online and repackaging it so it works in an offline environment. Let me explain briefly about the features of this device and how we use it for our project. It has first, we store the content in the device. It has a built-in wireless router. It can last 8 hours after charging, so we do not need to worry about the electricity problem. It has large storage capacity. The device can act as a web server, so we don't need the server computer to provide the web content. The photo below shows the Ethernet port. We can connect to the internet and also to the existing LAN. It's easy to upload the contents. The contents can be updated by connecting to the internet, and it is very user-friendly. When we want to use My Library, all we need to do is just press the button, and the Wi-Fi signal will be on, like the photo on the right. To access My Library content, we need to connect to the Wi-Fi signal. EduTECH My Library. Then open the web browser and type in the web address 192.168.88.1. Then we can access the EduTECH My Library contents. Library contains a web application called the Content Help Lesson Planner, which allows us to upload and store educational content locally. It supports most common file types such as PDF, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, HTML, EPUB, audio, and video formats, etc. Teachers and administrators can upload files to the library of the Content Hub Lesson Planner, and then teachers can use the files in the library to create lessons, which students can then access. And it also includes Calibri. Calibri is specifically designed to provide offline access to a curated and openly licensed educational content library. Available in dozens of languages, the Calibri libraries are designed to support a well-rounded curriculum, including both formal and informal educational materials such as lessons and assessments, and exploratory materials such as books, games, and simulations. Calibri supports self-paced learning. It is packaged for offline use. It has a coach dashboard, exam creation, exercises, assignments of content for differential instruction, and a recommendation tool that displays useful and relevant next steps based on learners' history, progress, and goals. In Khan Academy also has a personal learning. Students practice at their own pace, first filling in gaps of their understanding and then accelerating their learning. It has trusted contents. It was created by experts. Khan Academy's library of trusted practice and lessons covers math, science, and more. All is free for learners and teachers. It has tools to empower teachers. With Khan Academy, teachers can identify gaps in their students' understanding, tailoring instruction, and meet the needs of every student. We also include Khan Academy Burmese version. We link the e-learning resources in library to the national curriculum. We are adding the COVID-19 information for children, parents, and teachers. We added variety of resources from Wikimedia project. This is suitable for general knowledge. WikiHow, Wikibooks, and Wikiversity, Wikipedia for schools, etc. WikiHow is an online wiki-style community consisting of an extensive database of how-to guides. This is the Myanmar Wikipedia. We added resources to help people learn English with the kind permission of British Council. There are also many other English teaching and learning resources. To store the contents, we create the customized modules. Publisher gives us ebooks, videos, and photos. Some give us books. Our team digitize the books and create the modules. These are the modules we are creating at the moment. Teachers' training materials of Mo'u and Yaozin are bilingual, English and Burmese. We've also included the MOOC courses from University of Manchester. We've also added the other modules such as TED Talks, books from Project Gutenberg, and other OERs. We are co-developing with an international virtual groups of people with the same aim of setting the digital libraries in offline around the world. The library also has the PHS interactive simulations. PHS creates free interactive math and science simulations. PHS simulations are based on extensive education research and engage students through an initiative game-like environment where students learn through exploratory and discovery. It is not just a digital library, it is a VLE feature and it is the Moodle. Those contents are uploaded to the device and uploaded to their contents. There are many ways to upload the contents. As I have mentioned in previous slides, you can create the modules. You can upload contents by using Moodle LMS, or you can even upload content by using a teacher portal as lesson planners. It is easy to update the content by plugging it into the internet. If it is difficult to access the internet, we can swap out the content drive. To turn it off, we just tap the power button 3 times. Along with My Library, we provide low-cost tablets, projector, and a solar charger, enabling quick setup of virtual classrooms, even in temporary learning spaces. This is a school in Delta region of Myanmar. You can also get there by boat. It's the only high school in region and students sleep at school because their villages are too far away for daily travel. The headmaster told us that students are using My Library till 11 p.m. at night. We link the e-learning national curriculum to the resources to the national curriculum. This means that displaced children who've had their education interrupted can have the continuity to their learning, making it easier for them to return to the national educational system without having fallen too far behind their peers. We have a network of librarians across the country that provide support and training in their local regions in their local languages. In this photo of one of our training courses, you can see how few physical resources and print books there are in typical school. To date, over 15,000 people have attended our training sessions. Here we are at a settlement in Kitchen State with our regional librarian there, Thomas. One thing Thomas told us that My Library generates more peer-to-peer learning with promoted collective learning process, peer teaching. Both students and teachers are now to agree build an atmosphere wherein they have to work together to quench the thirst for wisdom. Both have been learners, and the relationship of both teachers and students are now more meaningful and reciprocal. K12 Foundation is a small UK registered educational charity. We've been working in Myanmar since 2012. Our mission is to transform education in Myanmar right now. We use digital technologies to support educational change across Myanmar. We make educational and research books, papers, datasets, and e-learning materials available at universities and community libraries, even in places with no internet access or reliable electricity. We received Silver Award for ICT Tools for Learning and Teaching Awards in Reimagine Education Conference. We've also got the Calibri Hardware Grant awarded to us by Learning Equality. To conclude, My Library is a proven technology that is ideal for use in developing countries. It is battery-powered, designed for tough environment, don't require any existing infrastructure, and can be charged with solar power. It's designed for low-tech literacy and it initiative to use. This would be the promising of digital library in developing country. Thank you for joining me in this session.
Thank you, May, for such an inspiring session. This was a very interesting presentation. Catch our next session in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, don't forget to network with May and our other speakers and peers. Also, don't forget to hop on to our virtual booths under the exhibition hall tab. See you again soon.